Okay, round two. I just did this and I recorded it in 19 minutes. So, good afternoon, class. Pleasure to have you. Well, let me take you through a journey of my, how do I screen record? Share screen. Okay. I hope you can see. Okay, let's be 19 minutes. Corona Stock Traders by Ethan Schreiber. That's me. Bless me. Okay, next slide. First meme. I decided to go with this Trump layout because we know Trump is a very egotistical, narcissistic, thinking he's the best of the best businessman to ever be. Well, he ain't the best to ever be. But we'll go with the consensus that he thinks that he is. First meme. Brand new Robinhood traders after watching a couple of YouTube tutorials. Nobody knows the stock market like I do. I'm the best. Second meme is when your mom catches you selling one of your kidneys because you wanted more money to trade. I was a businessman doing business. So we'll get into what these memes are supposed to exactly mean and expose in a second. Sorry about that. I have a third meme here illustrating Trump's control over the stock market, if you will. So your trading positions are no match against my tweets. And we know Trump is a very, 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 very Twitter-heavy president. This is just Salt Bay with a little 100 in my Robinhood. Robinhood is a very easy, user-friendly brokerage that you could trade stocks on, by the way. So the age of the Corona market. Let me give you a little background of what this is. So circa March 2020, when the Corona starts to get really bad, right? The U.S. stock market plunges. The greatest decline in 1 week since the Great Depression in 1938, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I think 1938. But anyway, so while the market is dumping in order to keep the U.S. ecosystem alive, the federal government began pumping trillions and trillions of dollars into the U.S. stock market to keep it afloat. Whilst doing this, they drove the U.S. stock debt to record highs, $22 trillion, and it might be even higher now, is the current U.S. debt because of the fact that the feds were pumping trillions into the stock market. But realistically, that was just to keep these high-tech companies from falling out of business. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla. It had no care, no support for the small businesses, for locals businesses. Absolutely no support. They're getting shut down left and right. But there was the stimulus package worth $1,200 that some used it to buy groceries, maybe paid rent, but others took the money and put it straight into the stock market. So we know Trump as a businessman is very successful, if you will, businessman. He has a chain of hotels, he has a golf course, and a few other appreciating assets. But his role in the Oval Office has seemed to mainly care about the pumping of the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 indexes to all-time highs. The power this man possesses is unnatural. With a single tweet, Trump has the ability to pull the market down or send it up. Very not cool. Here I have two tweets. The stock market at all-time highs. how your 401k is doing, your retirement plan. 70, 80, 90% up, only 50% up. What are you doing wrong? That was January 9th. The coronavirus is much under control in the USA. We are in contact with a variant. All relevant countries, CDC and the World Health have been working hard and very smart. And of course, we need to close it with the stock market starting to look very good to me. Peep this, February 24th. So what do these memes in fact say? So this influx of traders joining the stock market game is basically these new people are getting thrown into this thriving market who are not used to regular market conditions. And what I mean by that is that in the current market, not really now, but more like April, May, June, there were multiple stocks every day running 100%, 200%, 300%. To put that in perspective, 100% doubles your money. If you're in a trade that goes 100%, you double your money. Obviously, but it may not be happening. And these new corona traders who are thrown into this market, they're in the best circumstances that the market has ever been in. They're unexperienced. They're not really sure. They're uneducated to what's going on. They're just in a world of goldenness. These experienced traders are putting their savings into the stock market as well as their stimulus checks. Money that they may need for later, money that they should be saving for rent, but they are like, I can just double, triple my money. I may as well. Some people make money, some definitely lose, and I'll explain on that in a second. So the first meme I posted was the meme of people saying, oh, I watched a YouTube video, I'm the best trader to ever be. This is supposed to illustrate the confidence and naiveness of these corona traders. The second one is the kid selling his kidney for more money. And this illustrates the fact that these new corona traders see so many opportunities, 100, 200% runners, that they need to put more cash into their accounts, hence selling a kidney. And then the third meme is just supposed to illustrate the power of Trump's tweets. This is a very cool website that you guys should check out. I'm not going to show you because I did my last recording and we went over. But each of these bars is a day in the stock market. This lowest day is March 23rd. If you click on each bar, this phone changes to what Donald Trump tweeted in that day. Very fascinating. So what do the memes try to do? The memes can really serve as multiple purposes. First, they expose the naiveness of the new corona traders. It exposes the lack of responsibility of the new traders, hence selling the kidney, which aims to show their irresponsibility. Third, is it's supposed to expose the idea that Trump is aware of the fact that his tweets do manipulate the market and that benefits his insiders greatly, which is illegal. Insider trading, illegal. So as I was saying, some make money, most lose. And that's because there's this small window of opportunity for new traders. A stock will soar up 100%, but then it will be followed by a quick 50% drop. So if this inexperienced trader gets into a stock at 90% up, when they're like, oh, it's going to keep running, next thing they know, it goes up another 10%. They're like, oh, this is the easiest money I've ever made. Next thing they know, boom, drops. Now they're in the red and they need to sell for a loss. These memes really, are just to expose, are there to expose the uneducated and vulnerability of new traders. So who do these memes speak to? Who do they speak to or about? How can we tell that based on the meme? And there really is no definitive speaker and audience. The speaker could be the experienced trader exposing the inexperienced traders. It could be the inexperienced trader himself exposing oneself, being well aware of the fact that they are not looked at as traders, but more as gamblers. The first two memes are very interpretive in the sense, who do you want to believe made it? Either way, we know that through the rhetoric used in these memes, the seriousness of trading in the stock market has turned much more juvenile and irresponsible. In the stock market, sure, stocks technically only go up, or at least that's how it seems, but you need to be educated. So how does the meme work to serve as a conversation or create communities? Whoops. So the Corona trader community has actually been a very immersive one to come out during this whole Corona pandemic. It's formed on apps like Twitter. There's this huge community. FinTwit, which was around before COVID, which is basically Twitter for traders. But most of the FinTwit people have migrated to Twitter. You have a bunch of Reddit threads, one of the best being r/Wall Street Bets, where people do YOLO plays, where they throw hundreds of thousands on ridiculous stock trades that could either make them millionaires or make them broke. So that community has been formed, and it is a great community. People sharing their due diligence, sharing charts, sharing stocks. It's a great community. But there is a divide that there kind of always has been, but even more so now. The suits, the Wall Street millionaires, and the Corona traders. Though they were never on the same level, some Corona traders were able to become very lucky, lucrative, which annoyed the suits because they, in their mindset, they're seeing all these retail investors hopping on there like, more volume, more opportunity for us to take their money and make us even better. So yeah, that was my presentation on the Corona market traders. I hope you liked it. I hope it was informative, educational. I hope you had a great time listening to me. If you have any questions, feel free to message me if you want to talk about the stock market. Oh yeah. Enjoy.